if it was blocked. The flows are still going in there, but there might be something in that line that we don't know about. So we're going to go ahead and check that out and take a look and see there what's going on. And then it's interesting that you mentioned something on the beach out there. The potential, did something clog it there? Is there a possibility? Because if it clogged, it would have clogged that much rain coming down. That was clogged and backed up. Then it really wouldn't have mattered what was going on here because the whole system was compromised.
Well, that would have been a hell of a clog. If you got a 2-foot pipe down there,
40 feet
all
ahead.
the pressure from the water pushing down on this, and it didn't break that loose, that's going to be a hell of a clog.
Those safety pens are, I assume, I understand the reason they're there, so the street sweepers don't just knock more stuff in.
Right.
Are they to be removed if the weather forecast says there's going to be rain? I mean, how do those? I understand the operation of the mechanism now, as it should open if they're clogged and there's a heavy flow of water. If the safety pin is in there, obviously they're not going to do that. Are those ever removed?
They're locking pins to be able to operate the way they are now and prevent any trash to go in if the street sweeper comes in. But right now, I asked them to remove it because of the rain coming in.
So however, the normal operational mode of those covers is to open in a heavy downpour.
Right.
But if the safety pins are in place, how do they do that?
They're in place right now.
Right.
So the thing is, when they get enough water in there, and if it's heavy downpour, they're supposed to open up like what you saw.
Even with the pins in place, it's kind of, it'll hold them in place, but they're supposed to release.
Right.
I got it.
They're the locking pins to lock out the screens from opening up if you have pressure against it, like a street sweeper. You know, with the brushes coming on there.
Above a certain amount of pressure, they should allow it to open.
No, they won't open unless you get. You see that silver trough that was underneath it? So when that thing starts to fill with water, and you got that flow of water coming in heavy on there, then that thing's supposed to open on its own.
It's tilted as the water hits.
Right.
Right, and that's a retractable. They're called ARS units, automatic retractable screens.
So that unhooks a safety pin or whatever. If there's sufficient flow against that plate, that hanging apparatus, that's supposed to allow it to open.
It's supposed to open up.
Right. Okay.
You know, because I'm worried about the rain and stuff, and that not opening and stuff there, I'm going to tell them
just
to pull the
leave them
locking
out.
pins.
Right.
So on there.
They'll just open, period.
Yeah, and then, you know, during the summertime, when you're going to have a lot of debris from beachgoers and stuff like that going on, and we're assured that we're not going to have these heavy rains, we'll put the pins back.
Sure, it makes sense.
So then that way it will keep it clean. This